Alright, hello and welcome. This is a 4v4 on Arena, ranked game in Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition. This is on a pretty recent patch with the one that added Gambesons. And I'm here in the red trebuchet playing the Saracens. And my friend is here in the yellow Flimby playing the Franks, which are civs that we do play a lot, but we don't play arena that much. We usually play open maps. So I get to try out the Saracen 22 pop fast castle, which is a pretty fun build, and that's kind of what I want to show off here. Our opponents are in the blue, the Italians, the other opponent flank, and then the opponent pocket is the green, the Lithuanians. So I am not a pro or anything. I'm 1200 or 1300 1v1 on a good day, and like 1100 1150 team game. You can see I had like a not so great deer lure here, or deer push. But yeah, so the build starts pretty standard, 6 on food and 3 on wood. Oh yeah, and the trees are huge because, well, they're like normal sized, but they're not small trees. Because that is now an in-game setting, and I have the in-game setting turned on. I do not have the mod anymore, and so in Capture Age, they're kind of back to regular size, which is a little bit unfortunate, but that's okay. So 6 on food, 3 on wood, and then basically it's all on food after that, until a little bit later. Then you'll see what happens. You have to put a little bit extra on berries to make it work, but yeah, so here we go, getting the boar. And yeah, blue's just chilling. I mean, I kind of got lucky because blue's map is actually terrible. His stones are both forward, and his secondary gold is also forward. So it's actually a perfect map to castle drop him on. So that's kind of lucky for me. It could have been a lot more difficult, but I got a little lucky there. So yeah, getting the boar, getting the next boar, and then I think I go to berries after this. But yeah, so basically you can go into a boom with this build. Like, you don't have to go into a castle drop. I think it's actually easier to go into a boom, but I wanted to see if I could go into a castle drop with it, so here we go. So yeah, I should have 9. So once you have 9 on food, then you're gonna go 6 on berries after that. So I went a little late to berries. I actually should have gone to berries a little earlier, but that's okay. But yeah, 9 on, so 3 on wood, 9 under the TC, and then 6 on berries. Let's look at the scouting real quick. Not bad. We're doing okay. They're doing okay. Yeah. I'm just glad I wasn't on the side that was against the Turks, because I hate playing against Turks on Arena. I seem to always lose against them and the Portuguese. But anyway, once you have 6 on berries, then you go 6 on wood. So I have 3, so I need 3 more. So again, 6 on food, 3 on wood, and then you get up to 9 on food, and then 6 on berries, and then 6 on wood. And that will take you to 22 pop. So 1 more Vil and then Feudal. Yeah, I'm almost there. I don't think... Yeah, I don't make that Vil. So I guess that should count as idle time. Because I didn't actually end up making that Vil. I just had him queued up. And I probably could have clicked a little faster if I didn't, but that's okay. Anyway, as soon as you hit Feudal, you take 3 sheep Vils and put them on straggler trees. So now I have 6 under the TC getting food, not including these 2 sheep, and then 3 on wood. And that's the hard part, actually. The hard part is over. So, yeah. Kind of just waiting it out till Feudal Age, and then once you hit Feudal Age, you want to drop Market Blacksmith. I mean, wherever. I guess I could have dropped them here. I like putting the market in the back, so when I have to trade later, I don't have to remember where it is. And so if I'm not trading as early as I should be, but the opponent flank the opposite flank or the opposite pocket on my team is ready to trade, there's already a market in the back for them. But anyway, Market Blacksmith like usual with 2 vills. So 2 vills, Market Blacksmith. I think I send an extra vill, yeah, because I actually need to use the market, so I don't want the market to finish building right when the villager is done. I want a little bit of time to actually buy and sell at the market. So basically it's just, I think, a couple of clicks. I'm going to sell 500 wood, which is just shift click or shift hotkey if you have it on a hotkey. And then I'm going to buy 200 food, maybe 300. Yeah, I think 300 food. Actually, let me rewind and put the market events on. Dang, I thought they were on already. Let's see, let's get the rewind. Okay, market's almost done. Market events. Okay, so 500 wood, okay, and 300 food. Okay, I was right anyway. So yeah. And because of the Saracen market bonus, it's just basically instant click to Castle Age. So I was a little late to stone. I almost forgot that I was castle dropping. And not just booming. And I should have put more on stone. I actually waited. I should have taken like half of the Berryvilles. Or maybe even 4 of the Berryvilles and put them on stone. So you can do this more efficiently than I did. But yeah, so now we're on the way to Castle Age. I'm on stone finally, and I'm on the way up. Blue is just now getting to Feudal Age. Admittedly, that's a bit late. I think. I'm actually not sure if Blue had any idle time, but I feel like he did. But he did go up at 27 bills, which is like the build that I'm actually used to doing on Arena. 27 plus 2. But yeah, or rather like 28 pop, but 27 bills, 28 pop. Feudal Age. But yeah, I mean, I don't know exactly. I guess we can look. Yeah, what am I talking about? Idle TC idle time for blue is actually almost 0. 1 second. That's awesome. That's amazing, actually. So I'm really glad I get to showcase this build against the standard 28 pop plus 2. So Castle Age. Hold on a second. So Castle Age. Sorry for a little bit of rewinding. But yeah. Castle Age 1335 Castle Age. That's pretty awesome. And that's with 25 seconds of idle time, and I had to do some more selling so I could afford the stone, because I didn't go on stone early enough with enough bills. And I didn't move them out early enough, so this is all just like wasted time where they could be building the castle. But they're just walking over. Now, I'm curious what blue can see. Okay. Okay, so the gate gives him more vision than I thought. I thought I might have been outside of the vision, but no, definitely in the vision. And this is a good reaction from blue, to just build wall up behind outside of the castle range. Which I'm actually not sure how to toggle that. Is that Alt Q? Yeah, cool, I remember the hotkey. I think this guy survives, yeah. But yeah, so outside of the range of the castle. Actually, this castle, since it's in vision, I should have just put it up against the wall anyway, so I could range the stone. But that's okay. Oh man, Alt Q isn't turning the... There it is, okay, it's off again. So yeah. So, okay, I don't think anyone died and I didn't lose the scout, if I'm correct about that. I'm not sure where the KD is, I'm sure it's here somewhere. There it is. Oh, I killed 4 units. I mean, I killed the spear and the scout. But yeah, I didn't lose any units, which is the important thing. So pretty happy about that. Yeah, and then it begins. Yeah, so even a solid, like nearly perfectly executed 28 pop plus 2 fast castle build, the castle's just in your face really early. Kind of curious. Let's see, where are we now? 1730. I want to see when blue his castle age. If the castle... Yeah, the castle went up 10 seconds before blue even got to castle age. So that's pretty cool. And it could have gone up even earlier. Like if I didn't have the idle time and if I had enough fields on stone, then I could have had the castle up even earlier, but that's okay. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and turn off market for now. Market and notifications. So, yeah, at this point, I'm just kind of like, alright, I'm just going to go all in. I could try to boom behind this, even though my boom would be delayed. And I was like, look, I already sacrificed a bunch of eco to do this, so let's just go all in. So at this point, I'm just going to try to keep dropping castles. Especially now that I can see that his other gold is here. I know for sure this is a good castle dropping position. I saw this, I was like, oh, is he going to try to drop a counter castle? I was like, oh, okay, no, just a gate, no big deal. I was curious what was in here. Oh, okay, just a spearman. I thought maybe he was trying to mass a little bit of something, but I wasn't sure. But anyway, so yeah, I think I'm the only one on 1 TC. Oh wow, blue's 3rd TC is all the way out here already. That's pretty smart. That's pretty smart. So I'm the only... Well, I guess purple's still on 1 TC. 2nd TC is going up now. I wonder why. Oh, purple has 3 stables? Anyway, I don't know what's going on that side of the map. But I have enough stone to drop the next castle, so here we go. So alright, I can definitely range this now. And I was trying so hard to get enough eco just to make 1 Mameluke. But look at my eco. It's total garbage. What are my resources? I'm sure I'm floating wood. Well, not that much, which is good. Oh, because I just dropped it into farms. Yeah, that's why. But yeah, so at this point, I thought blue was going to drop a defensive castle, like when his builds came here, and then race me to imp. That's what I thought we were doing. So that's all I'm focused on. I'm trying to... I want to make a little bit of military for just to pressure a little bit. But what I really want to do is get to imp and get trebs. I'm not even worrying about the vil count. And you'll probably see me idle my TC a bunch, because I'll forget while I'm trying to micro this, even though there's not a lot to micro. But that's what happens when you're mid-elo. So, yep, pretty smooth. Got a decent amount of eco. I'm just trying to make sure I get the eco balance right. I'm not an expert in that. And I don't really necessarily need to produce consistently out of these castles. Just produce enough to put some pressure. So yeah, I was able to force this castle more defensively, because I have enough Mamelukes to fight the knights and to start harassing the Vils. And I was like, yeah, I can't stop that TC, or that castle, because I can't get under the TC at all. Oh, what happened to just the outline? Oh, whatever. Anyway, that's the range, so I'm just like, I gotta stay out of that range. My allies hard booming. My pocket, yeah. Look at that. That's what your eco should look like. But this is what your eco can look like. And yeah, I'm just getting some scouting, trying to see what I can harass. Yeah, curious where's the worker efficiency. So blue's worker efficiency in total is actually just fine, but last minute is dipped. 37% worker efficiency last minute is going down. That's pretty awesome. I might not have that much eco, but my eco is efficient at least. Everyone's actually working and not. I guess these TCs. Well, this TC has 6 fields, but the other one only has 1. Oh, trying to prevent a castle drop. That's smart, but I wasn't planning on dropping inside his base anyway. Yeah, I'm just looking around. I thought I would just try to whittle down. If I could open this up, I thought that would be nice. But so that's going to take forever. We'll see what they can accomplish. And I'll just keep running around back here. Can he see those? Probably not. Yeah. Can't see those. But yeah, I don't know he's getting wood here, but I can guess because he's not getting wood here. I was like, okay. And then we saw this castle, and my ally was like, hey, this castle's going down. So I was like, alright. Gonna have to dip from trying to get through that wall. But I did a decent amount. But at this point, I think I'm getting close to having enough stone. Yeah, I definitely have enough stone for another castle. I'm just not paying attention at all. I'm trying to get to imp. I'm sort of getting there. The food is the most important thing. I can kind of like find a way to get to the gold, but the food is harder. What happened to the Mamluks I had back here? Oh, maybe that they already died. Hold on. Yeah, they just died. Okay, so green. When we saw that green had knights, we were actually kind of happy because we're like, okay, green's might be booming, but he's also making military. But then I saw these monks, and I was like, oh, maybe I can get one. And I was like, oh, there's 2 of them, so I just deleted the Mamluks. So no more harass in the back of blue space going on. And then, yeah, then I'm just trying to be a nuisance. I saw this castle going down, and I was like, oh, snap. I knew that it was going to go down before mine, or like get finished building before mine, because I didn't have that many builds anymore. I was really trying to get to imp. But I did a little bit. I killed 1 bill. I guess that doesn't really make a difference, but... So I still have the smallest economy in the game. 54 vills, blue has 70. But I'm getting close. I have the food now, and I'm about to get the gold. And then click imp. And then, okay, yeah, they're just out of range, so I can continue finishing this castle, which is actually really nice. And I have a decent amount of Mamluks now, at least, you know, to be a presence, even if they can't do much. And there we go, clicked. So, pretty happy about that. I thought blue would click before me. But I saw 3 castles. I guess I have 3 castles, but he has more eco. So yeah, I was kind of surprised actually that blue didn't click before me. And I guess green can click, but doesn't have the buildings. But yeah, so this is the situation. 3 castles to 3 castles. But I'm on the way up first, which I was really happy about. And then I tried to do a little damage to green. I came to this gate and started attacking it, but he had monks here, so I had to run away. And I didn't know about this. I had no idea blue was here, which is actually really good for them. Yeah. Oh, they know the Mamluks are there. So I'm like, alright, if I can beat blue to Imperial Age, I'm just gonna try to get Trebs out and continue putting the pressure on. Because at this point, my pocket should have, yeah, healthy enough eco to continuously spam knights, which was the goal. Yeah, the healthy, booming eco. Crippled 1 TC all in pressure eco. At least I refreshed my lumber cam, you know. That's a big win. And then I was trying to get upgrades for the Mamelukes because I was like, well, I don't have enough eco to make any other units, so might as well get bloodlines and husbandry. But yeah, alright. I'm in imp. And I'm pretty sure, yeah, I had trebs coming pretty much instantly. I could barely afford them. Like you can see, my gold is really low. I think I sold food to make more trebs. Yeah, I sold food so I could afford more trebs. I love the Saracen market. I just gotta say. The Saracen market is just amazing. Especially if you don't know how to balance your eco like me. You can do wonders with it. So yeah, there's plenty of Cavalier. I'm pretty damn sure the opponents have no idea that there's Cavalier. Yeah, no clue. There's been zero scouting of the pocket all game. So yeah, the 2 trebs are out. This treb ended up being in the castle range. Yeah, and the Mamluks. Here we go, mid-elo micro. Get out of the castle range, y'all. Alright. So I've got to pack him. This is when I wish I had the Japanese unique tech that makes trebs move and pack faster. But yeah, I was pretty happy about this. Blue just hit Simp and I'm like, great, I already have 3 trebs. I'm about to have a 4th one on the way. And 1 castle's already down. And green's not. I thought green was gonna just like try to overwhelm me with numbers or something, but green doesn't really have numbers yet either. Because green went for the boom. Which makes sense because yellow's been untouched this whole game, so you gotta be prepping for that. This is when I saw the Genoese. And I was like, oh snap, Genoese crossbowmen is a really good unit to counter us, because we're all cavalry. But my pocket was like, how many Genoese? He's got 10, we'll be fine. He was right. It is hard, there's just not enough Genoese crossbowmen, even with the constant production. And especially because the castles are going down. Since the castles are going down, there's definitely not going to be any more Genoese after this. Oh, there's a hole here. Whoops. Well, RIP to that Mamluk. Yeah, at this point I was like, hey, you should just run in. It's wide open. Yeah. The main defensive castle's gone. It's just this one on the side here. And yeah, I mean, how are you going to defend against 60 Cavaliers? 60 Cavaliers and Paladins on the way, 1 minute out. And the last castle from blue has just gone down. And I am at 62 vills. That's it, 62 vills, just enough to keep the push going. I don't think I even researched Elite Mamluk. I don't think I could afford it, yeah. But I do have all the Castle Age upgrades, and I do have Bloodlines and Husbandry. So, could be worse. But yeah, I'll never afford Elite at this point. But yeah, I knew about this castle, so I was like, might as well move on to green, because I don't think yellow needs any help. At this point, clearing out blue's base. He even lets the rest of the team know, like, hey, blue's dead. And blue technically is not, but he's pretty much dead. Like, we didn't know about this eco, but yeah, there's still very little that blue's going to be able to produce. Rewind a bit so we can see this battle. This was green's main offensive or defensive against us. It's not bad. I mean, Cavalier, Monk, Bombard Cannon, it's just the numbers are just too small. How many Cavaliers is that? Yeah, 8 Cavalier and 3 Monks. I mean, it's not a ton of Mamelukes, but it's like almost 20 Mamelukes. 17 Mamelukes, so that's enough to clear all that up. And 2 of the Trebs survived, and the castle is no more. So the Trebs did their job, they can run. The Bombard Cannon micro, it's not the worst. He's trying to make it work. But yeah, I wish... Obviously, it'd be nice if the Mamelukes just had a little bit, like maybe 4 range instead of 3. But maybe they're fine where they're at. But yeah, they're doing enough damage, so I shouldn't complain. But yeah, Paladin's in, yellow is here. The Genoese crossbowmen, they do have Bracer, I think. Do they have Bracer? No, they do not have Bracer. Yeah, so blue doesn't have Bracer. Doesn't even have the Castle Age armor. Pretty sure it doesn't have Pavise, but I'm not 100% sure. But there's only, what, three Genoese crosswomen anyway, so it doesn't matter. And here comes the flood of Paladin, but the other team calls the GG. And there it is. That's the end of the game. So yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun to do the 22 pop Saracen FC. If you play Saracens on Arena, I recommend it. Even if you're pocket, you can go into a boom. I played this build like a few Arena games ago, which for us is like many games ago because we don't play Arena that much. And I went into full boom zealotry camels against an opposite pocket going knights in Castle Age. And we got a cleanup. It doesn't always work. The build's a little finicky. It's not that hard to do, honestly, but I'm not that good, so it's easy to mess it up, especially with all the deer pushing. So, your mileage may vary. But for the most part, it's a pretty, I would say, like medium difficulty build. Like the deer pushing is really the hardest part. And you have to do that early and all that and do some force drop-offs. But overall, it's pretty simple. And actually, maybe you don't have to push the deer that early. You might be able to just do it later, honestly. It might be easier than I'm making it. But it's worth checking out, especially if you like fast castle strategies in general. And if you're just tired of getting castle dropped all the time on Arena by all the Arena civs, like Turks and Portuguese and everybody else that just keeps kicking my ass. So that's another reason to try it. But yeah, I'll check out the stats real quick. So, yep. Pretty standard overall score. Military stats, 85 to 3 KD for my pocket that game. I mean, mostly because green, he kind of went army in Castle Age, but not really. But then that slowed him down on catching up to yellow's boom. And then he had really expensive units like bombard cannons and monks. So I think if green had either committed to Castle Age or skipped making army for blue and just committed to booming up for imp, it would have been different. But that's okay. But still, 85 to 3 KD. Let's look at the economy. So I collected almost nothing compared to everybody else. Like less than half, I think, of the player who collected the most. The only thing I collected more than blue is gold. But blue out-collected me in everything else, including stone, which surprised me a little bit. But it just didn't matter because of the constant pressure. And then I got a couple of infusions of wood from my pocket in the late game, just to keep making trebs. But yeah. But here it is. This is the crowning jewel of the stats here. 13 minutes 35 Castle Age, and that's with 25 seconds of idle time. So if you perform this build 100% without any idle time, then you can actually hit a 13 minutes and 10 second Castle Age. So for me, this is still excellent. Anything sub 14 minutes for me is amazing, but especially 13:35 I'm really happy with. So yeah, I think what I need to practice is actually getting my imperial time down, so it's not 31:59 or basically 32 minutes. I think it's too slow. If blue had focused on getting 1 or 2 castles down only and just getting to imp as fast as possible and trebbing me back, I probably would have been too late to imp, especially because blue had stronger eco going into Castle Age. So that's something to practice. But yeah, there are still really good times, and I had a lot of fun doing this build. I also got lucky that blue's map was really bad, and it was really easy for me to like block him off from his secondary gold. and his main stone. And I mean, also his secondary stone. So yeah. So Vil high 70. I didn't actually lose any Vils, which is crazy. But yeah, Vil high 70. And that was apparently the winning number. And then APM, if you're interested in APM, Blue actually had a way higher APM than me. 66 to 43. So well played to Blue, and GG's. All right, that's it. That's it for this one. Hope you enjoyed.